Mr. Ashanti, Ms. Brock, Aldous Xenon has briefed me about your midnight visitors. Never trust animals that eat their young or a government that shoots its own people.
Right now, we don't have a lot of trust left for anybody, Senator.
You've proved to me that you have your uses. For now, at least. I'm going to risk trusting you.
You won't regret it. Desperate people can make loyal allies.
There is something you can help me with. Something that has divided the Front's leadership for years. It involves missing comrades. The current effort to strike at Solux are by no means our first. Our most ambitious and perhaps reckless attempt occurred a few years ago, when 15 of our finest agents undertook a guerrilla raid on the Pentagon. Acting on intelligence from agents we have on the inside, the attack force was to infiltrate the Pentagon, make its way along air ducts and secured hallways to the Imperator's sanctum, and kill it.
But something happened.
They never made it to Solux. In their final transmission, Marcus Vanders, the attack leader, reported they discovered something so significant, so disturbing in its implications that they didn't trust explaining it over wireless transmission. Whatever it was, caused Vanders to immediately abort the mission and order a return here to the embassy. The last we heard, they were engaged in a running firefight with the Imperator's troops. 8 members of the attack team were confirmed dead by Vanders before we lost contact with him.
You figure the Hand is holding them prisoner? Maybe in hell?
It's possible. I'm among those who think we should not give up hope of rescuing them until we know they are dead.
Corpus delicti, eh? You're the boss. Why not lay down the law?
Because my staff is divided over the issue. Because I haven't people to spare on what is probably a futile effort.
But now you've got us. Surplus labor, eh? A little gravy.
You get the picture. As you fight to save yourselves, I'd like for you to search for evidence, on Earth or in Hell, of the attack team's fate. In addition to Vanders, the unaccounted-for commandos are Harold Balk, Lena Gordon, Vic Tavaleo, Mick Malone, Claudette Simeone, Francis Robinson, and Czech Vilsaz.
We'll do what we can.
Report to me whenever you learn anything about the attack team, or about anything else that might aid in the struggle against Solux and against Hell. You can usually find me in the command room.
We can indeed. In fact, she is already there.
Where CFF revolutionaries get to watch the Revo as it unfolds on holovids and internets like the rest of the country. It's also where they develop illegal computer societechs that they'll need to implement when and if they ever overthrow Solux. Senator Burr presides over the cramped room in a sub-basement of the British Embassy that serves as the CFF Nerve Center.
For some reason, Katerina is listed twice. They both give the same description though, so I will only select one of these.
A woman works a keypad like a concert pianist. She seems determined to make her dated machine work magic.
You should resist coming here unless you have something important to report about the attack squad, Solux, or Hell. Just visiting the embassy is reason enough for the Hand to pick you up.
Senator Burr was a lot nicer when she was in her office.
Watch your step. It's not safe here for former ARC agents still heeding their master's call.
You got a problem, woman? 'Cause we can settle it right now.
Talk to the senator. She knows the score.
We have already spoken to her, so let's move on. We can access the map from any room, at any location, but we can only travel places when we are at the opening areas. We are going to head back to the Pentagon.
Damn, it's locked.
It is indeed. And we do have this implant. Whoops, wrong one.
That worked.
Well, there we go. Right, let's see if we can get inside. Now this is quite awkward, but I believe we need to speak to the receptionist again.
How may I direct you?
We did direct this to General Mangini's office before, but I believe it resets back to its default setting when we return. Now, we could have just stepped on this, is it a travelator? And we would have unlocked the door automatically. But it's either or, basically. It doesn't matter which one we do. The results are the same. Ah, there we go.
The palatial office of the former Army Chief of Staff looks big enough to muster the troops. The paintings of various world capitals look fitting, but the tapestry behind the desk looks like the flag of some other, darker force.
Wow, this person looks familiar. And maybe because it is. This is Sanguinaris again.
Clearly a demon who revels in his uniform, which is the proverbial full metal jacket and then some.
Wait a minute. We nuked you. I saw you. We were...
What the hell's going on?
I was playing with you. Why, you were in hell, man. How do you think you get to hell? You got to be dead in the first place.
Something's fishy here.
Of course it is. But you're barking up the wrong tree. Pazuzu's the one you ought to be watching out for. He sent you to me, didn't he? He sent you to find out where I get my weaponry. And how did Pazuzu get you to approach me? Simple. He has something you want. But do you actually think he's going to give it to you just because he said he would? So I tell you again, you are on the wrong side. No, the long and the short of it is this. If you want to get something out of Pazuzu, you're going to have something on him.
I suppose you're going to make us fight you again before you give us something on him.
Much as I like to, lady, it's unnecessary. How strong are your allegiances to him?
They're non-existent.
I thought as much. You two are talented, but you're no more than mercenaries. In any case, what you probably don't know about Pazuzu is that he likes to play mobster. His biggest service to the mob is that he maintains a hell pit where the mob can hide hostages and stolen goods.
Hostages?
That's when warring mobs agree to parlay and each give a hostage to Pazuzu to ensure good faith negotiations. He's got a couple right now, as a matter of fact. He's also got a kidnapped victim the mob's holding for ransom. Crystal Getty, heir to the limitless Getty fortune. If anything were to happen to her, like if she were to, escape, Pazuzu would be in hot water with the mob.
Useful information, if we know where this hell pit is.
Well, son, I've been thinking of sending you two back to hell in return for you freeing that disgrace to the uniform, Mangini. Only thing is, this time you'll be prepared. Could we meet on the battlefield once more? Are you ready to go to hell?
Yeah, why not?
To Hades, then! Attack!
Hey, what do you want from me? I got a card game here.
Beautiful's not around, is he?
Yeah, he's over there taking an acid bath. Who you guys supposed to be? This is a hell of a place to be taking a stroll. That's a good one.
The jokes you practice mark you funny, but I'm tired of wit and want your money. Do your deed and make the pot less scanty. Shut your mouth and up the ante.
All right, there you go. We're all in.
I recognize this guy, Gid. That's Delmonico Ferlinghetti. He's a capo in the Ciccio family.
Yeah, you're right. And the other guy's Carlos Portillo with the Colombians. Italians, Colombians, and the Apache Sioux fusion have been shooting holes in each other for years. Savage turf wars over empathics trading. I take it these two are willing visitors to this charming pit.
I'll go 50.
I'll see it. That's right. My good friend Delmonico and I are voluntary hostages. Our two organizations are trying to work out our differences. Live in peace.
Bold openings. Your cards must be nifty, but talk is cheap. I'll raise your 50. I stare right through your poker faces. Up my sleeve, I've 50 aces.
Yeah, peaceful coexistence. There's your 50, here's another, you scaly little bastard.
Madre Dios, no offense, Chemo, but it's too hot for me. I'm out. I can't figure these empathics. Men paying to cry like little girls or to be frightened out of their wits. What happened to simpler pleasures?
Help me! Do something!
Keep her quiet, Chamo. I'm trying to think about my cards here.
Quiet your pleas or make me nasty. I'll rip your heart with angioplasty. My cigar burns bright if left apace. Brighter still, jammed in your face. As for you, my wagering Italiano, hold your seat, hit the Galliano. I see your bet, and what's more, stand tall. The plot's afoot. I beck, I call.
3 jacks, Chamo.
Well, a worthy hand. The table is hush. But 3 jacks don't beat my royal flush. Delta flush. Do I lie and sell? Don't check the deal. The deck's from hell.
Lousy cheating demon. This waiting around wouldn't be so bad if you let us win a few hands.
Are you okay there?
Although most of the hostages of this hell pit are temporary, the various accoutrements of the room, the cauldrons of scalding liquid, the compression tower with limbs sticking out, suggest tortures beyond the imagination. A rough, older Italian man, stripped to his undershirt, plays cards with a second man and a small demon. Other than heavy sweats, he seems comfortable. A dour old man plays cards with another man and a small demon. Unlike the other man who seems to be enjoying himself, Portillo wears a pained expression. A short cigar-smoking demon sits on a bone-stuffed pillow and deals. A thin sheen of fire plays over the surface of his scaly skin. He draws hard on the cigar, but exhales no smoke. He has a disturbing minty odor. A large metal beer stein.
No screams?
A young woman's eyes bulge in pain as the garrote stretches the vertebrae in her neck to the breaking point. A big iron lid made to fit over a smaller vat than those in Beautiful's hell pit. A large vat containing highly potent acids. Noxious poisonous fumes rise from the vats.
You leave your home and daily bread to traverse this land of woe and dread. You tread on ground that angels fear. How brave, how bold, what brings you here?
We're, jobbers for Mr. Beautiful. He's got us running aphrodisiacs from Dis to DC and asked us to look in on these two.
They are, you see, full of zeal and zest. Unlike most others, they're each hell's guest. Ah, Pazuzu, a hearty, hail fellow, he should see them himself. Or is he yellow?
What are you doing to that woman, you little scuzz? You're gonna break her neck with that garrote. Beautiful's holding her for ransom. I don't think the Gettys will pay for her dead.
Pazuzu's orders were vague and few. Bind her tight. All else may I do. Her eyes will weep, her blood will spill. She'll suffer daily till I've had my fill. With the garrote my skills pass reproach. To harm tendon and bone I need no coach. Should I misjudge, should her neck crack, pains forever in hell, it'll just heal back.
A poker game in hell. Watch yourself. The demon's dealing from the bottom.
Of course he is. Everyone cheats down here.
Prepare your bets. Chance is the law. The name of this game is 5-card draw. All are equal when the game begins, but screw integrity. The cheater wins.
You've done this before, then?
Too many times. We've been trying to make peace with the Italians for a long time. Every few months, there are new negotiations. Then somebody pops someone, and we fight. Then more negotiations, and Delmonico and I sit here and play cards so that everyone stays honest upstairs. But I won't do this again. This is the last time we play cards, Delmonico. Look at him. That soulless guinea button man's at home in this place. Me, I can't take this. Look at what they're doing to that poor girl over there. Just to be, when you kidnap somebody, they were like your guest. But today, it's all brutality. And this Pazuzu, he pushes everyone to be vicious, to torture people.
They seem to be treating you pretty well, except that Chamo's winning all the hands. You're not being tortured, at least.
Not tortured, but not at ease. They feed us whenever we ask, but I'm always hungry. I drink gallons of wine and water, yet I'm always thirsty. I have recurring images of my wife crying in pain on her deathbed. Even breathing hurts. It's like my lungs were lined with cinders. I told you, one doesn't have to be garroted to be tortured.
Come on, deal the cards.
Okay, that was short and sweet. Before we leave, let's steal their stuff. I don't believe that we actually need these, but still.
Help me! Do something! Ah!
Don't worry, we'll get you out.
You don't understand. My neck will break and then heal again, over and over.
If anyone gets their neck broken, it'll be beautiful. I thought hell was supposed to punish sinners. What did she do wrong? I can't believe the hand knows what Beautiful's doing.
We can't get them back, but we can damn well stop them from sending anybody else here.
Getty's freed. What perfidy is this? I'll have her bound in the dungeon of this. Turncoats, you don't work for the boss? Surrender the girl, or your lives are your loss.
You come over here and try to put me back in that thing. I'll dunk you in one of those acid vats, you little shit.
Remember where you are, Crystal. Cut your losses and run.
Hey, where did Sanguinarius go? Right, we are done here. Let's head towards the Federal Triangle next. This is going to be a fairly short video, but the next sequence is going to be fairly long. And there's... Well, hold on, what happened there? Let's try again. There we go. Yeah, the next sequence is going to be fairly long, and I want it to be a bit of a surprise. Well, it's all a surprise really, but I'm going to save this for next time.